some regular rope. We chose to use what we had. We found some great vine. It's very good stuff to work with. Not vine, sword fern, but you don't want to clear cut the sword fern if you're building a shelter. Just so much of it, and it's in abundance. So a little here, a little there, so we can grow back.
In one layer.
So what you're looking at, here is the primitive water filter technique that we are working on at this moment. This is our first attempt as a group on the primitive water filter, which consists of a couple sticks tied together with some vine at the top. We have 3 layers to this: grass, the top layer, sand in the middle, and charcoal at the bottom. At the moment, we're in the process of breaking up the charcoal, which is not charcoal that you buy at your average genetically modified laboratories such as Safeway or Fred Meyer's. We're talking about natural carbon, which would be burnt wood. So this experiment is now underway with our lovely assistant here. Now this just filters the water. This should not be confused with purifying or decontaminating water. This will not get rid of Giardia. This will get rid of some chemical contaminant that may be in the water. We picked something in an area where we know where the source is. The source of the water is actually rainwater. And it starts right about here and kind of comes down a little trough right in the middle of Forest Park. This is a jar, obviously. Jar goes here. Bottom, we're going to do our best to pour the water we just foraged in a straight line down to where it doesn't just go from the grass to the sand and off to the side and miss the charcoal. Is this all the charcoal that we're using?
That's all we got.
That's all we got? That's a big piece of it.
Our stick was only burned partway through.
Yeah.
Is it in the bag still?
I think it may work next time when we build this to pulverize the charcoal. We might want to consider it.
Well, if they probably...
Yeah, we need more charcoal, obviously.
Yeah.
It's just a learning experience.
Oh, totally, yeah.
So this is again, and in some examples that you see on the web and in some books, they have 3 sticks instead of 4. We chose to use 4 for each end of the bandana. This is your typical cloth from a restaurant. Here's a couple other bandanas. If you didn't have this, it's basically a shirt off your back, which would be easier in the summer, of course, than pouring rain like it is right now.
I could get more charcoal if we
Let's go ahead and start this experiment. I will have my hand down here. Maybe somebody can have their hand down here to capture the water. That'll be me. And you can...
Observe how cloudy it is at first and we'll see if it changes.
Let's pause and do this. Let's do this. Pour it in here. We're going to document what it looks like, at least in the change, the appearance. This is before.
Okay, hold on.
Let's smell it. Let's all take a little. I'm kidding.
So it's kind of an off grayish green color with some little particles of grass in it. So. Anybody want to sample the water ahead of time?
Just like back home.
That's weird.
So it's definitely murky. Okay. So let's pour about 1/3 of it out.
It's going to come down.
That's adjust it.
It's kind of hitting the sand on the side of it.
Just, yeah, I'd pour about half of it in.
Here we go. Looks like it's a wee bit. That's probably our most important piece. The sand.
Yeah, the dirt's not helping.
I think it might be the charcoal.
Not helping our clarity.
Coming through it doesn't look that clear. Coming through.
Is there dirt in this level?
No, I think the charcoal needs to be washed. You know what I'm saying? Like the first would get sediment. The first bit of water would probably get sediment off the charcoal.
The sand.
Okay, we are going to do this exercise with Brian.
The sand is muddy. The sand is muddying up our water. What's going on?
Well, yeah, we're probably going to have to do it a couple times.
Brown, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? To wash the sand off.
Been there. Here, let's start without the sand.
Wow.
It's getting dirtier.
It's
Yeah,
like,
here. Yeah, I'm pulling the sand aside.
It's like,
If we just go through the charcoal, I think we'll.
here. Oh, I can
Do a
see
lot
it.
better.
It's real. I got it. It's gnarly, it's gray. It's because of the charcoal.
Okay, real quick note. If it was raining like this, just use the rainwater.
Yum, yum.
Just use the rainwater.
Well, this is
I
a
think
learning
there's a reason
experience,
why
you
they're
know.
advertising it in Africa.
Like if we just read this in a book and then thought we could do it,
Oh,
you know,
nice.
then we would have this experience like when we're actually trying to survive, which wouldn't
I
be
would
good.
drink it
But
right
now that we're
before.
doing this, it's actually helpful to make this mistake.
Yeah, I feel a little foolish, but the thing is, I'm soaked right now because I didn't bring the right shoes, nor do I have the right gloves. So I know next time I need to be a little bit more serious about what kind of gloves I have, what kind of shoes you have, and get some extra plastic bags like the one you're wearing, something large and orange that'll cover your backpack
the dirt.
as
Yeah.
well.
Hey, is
Yeah.
it enough?
Especially if we're out here documenting this on camera.
Nice charcoal water.
There's the after.
Joyce's charcoal water.
Okay, so what we learned,
Now,
what we learned through this exercise, and we're also training to be outside a little bit more too as well. Most people see it rain like this and they'll think, let's wait till spring before we practice these techniques. So besides that, we learned
Rinse the grass.
that the water gets worse.
Yeah. I
our
think if we
particular
ran
technique.
water through it multiple times, I bet it would get clearer each time.
Yeah. So,
Just let the rain run.
anyone care to drink the Jonestown Kool-Aid?
Oh yeah, it's
Faith
great.
in our,
It's great. Gehenna, Africa,
water
all over
filtration
again. So.
So what could we do better next time? Rinse
I was
the
kidding.
grass.
Hang on.
no, I was sniffing.
Rinse the sand.
Yeah, it still smells.
Yeah,
Find a
Yeah,
flat,
you need
flat
pure-
piece of ground.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna let's plan to do this again with Brian.
Actually, that looks clearer than the last
I don't know
two.
if it's my imagination, but it seems to be
It looks a lot clearer.
still brown, but it's like lighter.
It's still brown, but it's a lot lighter.
What do you guys think? Does it look the same to you?
No, it looks considerably lighter.
Yeah, it looks gross, but it
Yeah,
does
the
look
first time,
better.
definitely.
It's not as that first batch looked gray and
Yeah, it's a charcoal water.
When we started.
yeah, the very first
Now let's take a look. I guess we've done all we can do, but here is the third.
The third
filtration.
attempt.
And it does look fairly
It's still.
similar, but it's a
I'd
shade
still be
lighter.
scared to drink it, but yeah, it's definitely lighter.
Pure sand.
Do you
You
wanna
can't have
keep it?
sand with mixed with mud.
Maybe,
Yeah,
here's another thing. If things
but
are
we
really
would get
bad,
pure sand if you keep washing water through it. Like,
Yeah.
if you made the bad
Every time.
choice,
yeah, in
of,
enough time, yeah.
if you made the bad choice of the wrong gloves to bring, you can just squeeze, perhaps.
Yeah,
You know,
totally.
mostly rainwater, but you'll have a little formaldehyde from China as well.
Way to keep that for a
Okay, so we're gonna break.
So
should
that's
take
it.
that to-
La-
break
last
down
chance to take a look at our, and we're gonna break this down.
Put it all back to nature.